What is up, YouTube? This is your boy, Mr. Marvel, back with another video tonight. So I wanted to figure out what I was going to do from the next video. I didn't know what exactly yet. I didn't really think of anything. I just came up with it, so it doesn't matter. But I did a Batman one. I did the best Batmans and all that stuff and whatnot. And, you know, I'm trying to think what I can do next for that. Because there's so much you can talk about different, movie genres and what you can put out there and all that other shit. I mean, what makes it interesting. I like it. So I'm trying to think, what can I come up with next? And I think I can probably do the best of, like, I'm going to do Spider-Man. I'm going to do Spider-Man. Basically, I'm going to go into Spider-Man details and what that included as well. Between the Spider-Man movies that they've done over the years, for the first one with Tobey Maguire, and then Andrew Garfield, and then Tom Holland now, I really think that Tom Holland really pulled it off in the Spider-Man Homecoming movie. And again, Andrew Garfield did great in his movies with Spider-Man, and I give it up to Tobey Maguire for doing it, 3 movies in a row. He pretty much kicked off the Spider-Man series, as it is. And, I give the dude credit for that. I mean, I never figured that Tobey Maguire would be some kind of guy that would do Spider-Man and make it such a franchise of a movie in history. Because Marvel would probably use anybody for that, for that specific movie. And I figured that, okay, they continue with Tobey Maguire, they continue with his career with him, and continue being Spider-Man until, he gets tired of doing it or doesn't want to do it anymore. And I figured that after the third one, there'd be a fourth one, but you put in Andrew Garfield, you're changing the whole game up. Because you figured a movie that somebody does 3 times in a series would keep that character alive, keep the same actor for the next one. I mean, same thing with, the Batman one. Christian Bale did his 3 Batman movies as well, and that was that. But I'm not talking about that. But I'm just saying, that's something that they include into it. Like, they change it up to make it more interesting, more exciting for us, fresh fans. And I enjoy that stuff. But you look at it from anybody's perspective, you could do a legit poll, like, on who was better Spider-Man, Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, or Tobey Maguire. And I would probably go with Tom Holland, because he's a young, up-and-coming actor. He's already done a couple movies with it already. He's already introduced into the franchise series. So I think he can do maybe... This is a second Spider-Man far away from a movie. I think he probably do 2 or maybe 4 movies to come, because if they're going to do a Sinister Six movie, then I think he's going to be part of that, and Venom as well. So I think they can continue with him doing a full 3, 4, 5 maybe movies of that, and throw him in the next Avengers movie if they, could do another one. Not which they probably will anyway, but who knows with that. But again, you can say so much about different actors that have played Spider-Man over the years. Tobey Maguire did pretty well with that. He started it off, through the 3 franchise series that he did, for the first one, second one, and third one. I mean, I think that all of them were pretty good. They were all good. I'm not saying they were great, but they were good. I can give it like maybe a 9. I would say maybe 75% good. For the first one, I'd say. Second one, maybe like. I mean, you put that at maybe. Excuse me. I would say maybe, I don't know, 80. I mean, 80% good. I would say 80% for that one. Then the third one, probably like, I mean, that's a tough one, because you rate from what I put it as. Like, I would say third one probably like maybe 90, between maybe 80 and, between 80 and 90% good. Andrew Garfield, I would say that's like a straight up maybe, I would say at least 100%. I would say at least 100% good. Same thing with Far Away Home. That was good. From Homecoming, that was good too. I'll give that a straight up 100%. I mean, look at Tobey Maguire's career of doing Spider-Man movies. The first 3 that he did. I mean, I'm surprised he even did 3. I thought he'd quit after that, because you would figure they would continue with the 4th one. But I guess they didn't want to do it, so they bailed out on that one, and they put somebody else in there, because that's just how the Spider-Man series continues. I mean, look at it in any perspective of it and say, okay, we would change things around now to make it more interesting for us fans to be, like, excited to see this kind of stuff, and be thrilled, like, oh, they can make any Spider-Man movie they want, they can put anybody they want for Spider-Man, they can do anybody, they can cast anybody if they want for it. I mean, I think the second one, Far From Home, I've not seen any trailers for it yet. I've just seen, a couple of rumors about this and that, and Jake Gyllenhaal's costume, and this and that, and it's really not much else. I mean, just basically where it's taking place. Nothing to do with Infinity War, nothing to do with Avengers Endgame. They're really not tying anything into that. So, I mean, it makes sense not to tie anything into it, but I think they did. It would probably like a little kind of out there, but they can do what they want with it. So, it's basically taking place, he's on vacation somewhere, doing something on a school trip, and then he goes from there, on and on. But there's no official trailer for it yet. I've not seen any legit trailers for it yet. I don't know when they're going to put out a trailer for it. I don't know, what date is it, or when they're going to do it, if they do it at all, but I think they will, just don't know when. Because the movie does come out, I think, around July, so around there. So who knows? I mean, Marvel takes their time putting out specific trailers like they did with Avengers Endgame. They waited the day after something to do it because there's a funeral for George W. Bush, his father that passed away. Rest in peace to his soul. But out of respect, I can respect it because that was supposed to be that day, but they weren't gonna do that because of the funeral, so which it makes sense. And they did it the next day, did it afterwards. So I think they worked out pretty well with that. So I'm glad with that. The trailer went good with that and all that, and it's just fun. But no, I'll get into Avengers Endgame, next video or something. But I mean, like in all the amazing movies that they've done with Spider-Man and all this stuff, I think it's really, really cool. Again, I have not seen any trailers for it yet. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about Avengers Endgame, a lot of this, a lot of that about if I think Hugh Jackman's actually confirmed for this movie. So he might make an appearance in it, and new Deadpool. I mean, again, they could just straight up confirm it from the beginning instead of BSing it for a while, because the last couple of days has been, oh, this, that spoilers for this, and that, and all that crap. I'm like, don't put out any freaking spoilers, because that's just going to make us more confused and a little more aggravated, like, okay, what's happening here? Why is this being said? How come this and this person saying this and this about it? But just leave it the way it is, because we don't know legitly what's going on with all these spoilers and all this link crap and all this shit. That doesn't mean nothing. That's just a bunch of BS and rumors that they're putting out there that try to really throw us off a game with this movie. But some of it makes some sense, some of it doesn't, but I just don't really bother with that crap. I just want to know what's going to happen in the movie, who's going to be in it, who's not going to be in it, all that stuff, because we already know about it from Infinity War. We got that picture ready. That's done pat. Now we got the Avengers Endgame. Now we look forward to that. And we got Captain Marvel, so we look forward to all this good stuff of this year. And we find the real answers of what's going to happen in this movie when it comes out in April. I look forward to watching all that stuff. Captain Marvel, Spider-Man. I want to go see Spider-Man in the Universe, the cartoon. I will see that movie. It has nothing to do with Spider-Man Far From Home. I don't think it has anything to do with that movie specifically. I don't think it does, and I don't think it will. I think it's just that I thought it did. Now I was watching a clip from Venom and so the cartoon. I figured, I'll tie into something with Avengers Endgame or something of it, but no, it didn't. So none of that really ties to anything. Probably most people thought that as well, but probably didn't. But it is what it is with that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I look forward to watching all these movies this year. See how it goes and whatnot. So I look forward to that in that period of time. But like I said, you can. People talk about whatever they want with Spider-Man and Avengers and Endgame and all that stuff with this and that and all that crap and putting out this, putting out that. It's like, just put out a legit trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home so we can actually see what's going on in that movie and we get an idea of what's going to happen. Again, if they did tie anything into Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man into Avengers Endgame at all, any specific detail of it, if any of it does legitimately happen in that movie, or we see anything specifically about it, then yeah, we will get answers with it. But I don't think that they're going to put anything of it into it, because they don't really like tie anything into it now, because they really don't want to confuse most of us and just put something in there like, oh, he's gone. Why the hell is he back now? Because Thanos just, not the fingers and he's gone, but then they Doctor Strange, then they Doctor Strange. It's like all these answers will be answered eventually. Once the movie comes out, we will get what we need. If this and this doesn't happen, we will get that. But for now, we just wait and have patience for it, and just continue with what we're going on with at this point in time. Which makes sense, because you really don't want to, if they put too much out of it now, and they really get into specific details of, okay, we can talk about, this, we can talk about that, we can talk about Iron Man being trapped in space, how's he going to be rescued, and all this and all that, and we see Miss Potts wearing a suit, all this and all that crap and this and that, blah, 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 blah. To me, I'd rather just wait until the movie comes out, see what happens, if he gets rescued or not, if Rocket gets him or, whoever. It's just a lot of that going around saying, who's gonna, if everybody rescues him or not, this and this person or that person or whatever. It's just wait and see what happens with the movie when it comes out on that day in April. Because if people start guessing now, it's just gonna be a whole lot of she's gonna get him or he or this and this person. Like, I say just wait, because I'm not gonna throw any. There's a lot of questions about it, a lot of this and this going on about this and this person or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I really just wait until the movie to see the movie specifically and see how that works out and see who rescues him or not. I imagine he does anyway, but who knows? If somebody rescues him or somebody else does it. It doesn't. To this point, it doesn't really matter at this point right now. It just whoever gets him, and that's good. I'm happy for it. Not disrespecting anyway. I'm just saying it's like people could throw in a lot of this rumors and that rumors. Like, just let it go, man. For God. We'll wait to see the movie because everybody has so many questions probably and so many answers that need to be answered in the specific details of it all. But I just wait because I'm not gonna be some flipping lunatic that says, oh, he's gonna go get him or she's gonna go get him or this and this or whatever. Nobody knows anything because people keep spitting out all this BS about, oh, this is gonna happen or this link video's coming out or whatever. Quit putting all this BS link videos of this stuff because it's just gonna confuse us fan base more and more about, oh, we had an idea of what happened in the movie or we know who's gonna die or this and that. Nobody knows crap because people keep spitting a lot of that BS around like, oh, this is true, this is not true. I'm like, don't spit any of this BS out because people start believing that crap and they can really get it sink to the head, oh, this is what's gonna happen or, this person's not gonna be here or this person's gonna die or this person's gonna get to fight with this person. Nobody knows anything. What we know is what we know from the trailer, and what we've seen from the trailer is what we've seen from it. And once the next trailer comes out, we will see that. And that's that, because there's really not much else people can say, like, I can continue to talk about, Wolverine and Jackman and Deadpool and all this stuff. Like, we get it. We really get it. That's a big deal. Which it is to me as a fan, of Marvel and all this. It's just, when people keep putting it out and keep saying this and this, for the love of God, just freaking confirm it that it's actually going to happen. Not keep saying, oh, he's thinking about it, or this is not going to happen, or he's been talking about it, or he wants to do it. He will do it if he wants to do it. If he doesn't do it, out of respect, I respect him for not doing it. It's fine. I mean, he's done it for so long, but if he does, then congrats. I'm very happy for it. No disrespect, but it's like people keep doing that stuff, putting it on the internet, social media, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Just let it be, people. Just let it be, because it does get aggravating sometimes that, oh, I keep popping this keeps popping up about him, or this and this person, or this and that. Like, people can do what they want, but don't spit a lot of garbage that doesn't make any freaking sense. And people are going to start believing this kind of crap, because people will get in their head like, oh, this is true, this is not true. Well, that's social media for it. But social media likes to screw with you and mess with you with this stuff, because in a big movie like this, which is a big movie, there will be a lot of this out, there will be a lot of this out, this will be said, or this won't be said. All that garbage, because whatever that is all BS anyway. Whatever it isn't, it is, but, if it's coming from a legit YouTuber, like, somebody who knows what they're talking about, gets it, understands it, they get it. It's like, I'm gonna become a YouTuber, I'm trying, I'm doing my best, I got only 5 subscribers, I'm doing what I can, which is fine. But, again, I know what I need to know. I'm kind of a legit expert. I'm not, extremely an expert on everything about that specifically. I just know what I know and I have my facts. If I see something and then I'll bring it up or I'll talk about it, or just it comes to me, whatever. But stuff like that is kind of annoying because, like, oh, the person knows this, or they know that, or they know what's going on. No, they don't know shit. Because nobody knows anything until the movie specifically happens and comes out into theaters. We will get our answers. And that pretty much makes it a legit statement. Like, people will make some BS crap like, oh, this is gonna happen, or we know this is true. I'm like, no, you don't know shit. Nobody knows anything besides the Russo brothers and the Marvel Studios and the actors that have done this. They know what happens. We don't know anything. We, as fans, we don't know nothing at all. We've just seen the trailer. We know what happened. We know what we know. You know, that's that. And people like to spin this stuff and thinking like, oh, they really know what's going on or what really happens. Nobody knows a fucking thing what really happens in the movie at all. A trailer just gives you an idea of what's gonna happen. You know, how they're gonna fix it all and do this and do that. Yeah, we get it. It's basic, but let's not throw things into specific detail here, people, because if people keep spitting this or saying that, it's really gonna start to affect other people. Like, they're gonna believe this kind of crap because they think it's true or not true. It's like, no. What's true is what has been said and what we've seen in the trailers, what we've seen in it. That's that. So, I mean, people can spit all the stuff they want about it and do what they can and probably confuse us, but I know what I need to know. People know what they need to know. It's very basic because you're really just, at this point, people who think they know about it, yeah, good for them. They know what they know. But people who like us, we know what we need to know. It's not freaking bucket science like, oh, we don't know what happened. We've never seen any movies before. We're just gonna go see this one and not know anything. Jackass. No. People who see this movie first and never seen any of the movies first, you're a dumbass. Because you do not see an Avengers movie Endgame first thing if you've never seen any of the movies at all. That makes you a dumbass or a jackass because you don't literally jump into a movie you've never seen before, never even heard about. Oh, who's this? Who's Captain America? Who's Iron Man? Who's Thor? Who's this and who's that? Duh, you dumb shitheads. You legitimately have to watch the movies first. Start from Iron Man to Captain America, so forth, and you'll understand it. People who don't get it, they're morons. People do get it, they're geniuses. But the morons don't get it because they ask you stupid questions, or this or that, or they don't understand, they don't get it. Watch the bloody movie and you'll understand it. From the beginning, but the rest of it, start in order. Because it makes sense to watch that first, so you get an idea of what the hell they're talking about, not something like a dumb, blah, 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 what do we do, what do we do, what do we do, what is this, what is this? That's your fault. You know, I've seen all the movies, I understand it, I get it, I'm ready to see the movie, you know, ready to see what happens, and I understand it better, because people don't, they don't get it. And you see a lot of people out there don't understand it, period at all. They just go, let's go see a movie we've never seen before, or don't know anything about. You suck. Because people who don't see any of the other movies first and don't understand it legitly, you're a jackass, because you're just wasting your time seeing a movie you've never heard about. You've seen trailers for it, you know it looks good. Oh, let's go jump right into it. Have you seen any of the movies first? Have you seen Iron Man? Have you seen Captain America? Have you seen Thor? Have you seen anything at all? And people are like, no. Well, you suck then. I've seen it. I'm allowed to see it. Everybody else can see what they want. I mean, I'm not telling people not to see it, but people who actually have seen the movies and watch them all, they can go see it. People who have not seen any of it and don't know anything about it, don't go see it, because you're just going to make a complete jackass of yourself. Like, I'm going to go see this movie, not know blood thing about it. No, dummies. And you don't do that. That really aggravates me, because people who don't understand the movies of Marvel or DC or anything in general, they don't get it. And that's kind of annoying, because you need to understand the basic of the movie, you need to understand the storyline, you need to understand the details of it, you need to understand it completely. So you at least get it and have an idea of what is happening, so you don't go walking around coming out of the movie like, oh, what happened, or who's this, or why this happened, how come he did this, or she did that, or whatever. You don't know, because you didn't see any of the movies first, you don't understand it. So if you see that first, you get it. Very basic, you know, very basic. So, again, until always, this is the boy Mr. Marvel. Peace out. Like, subscribe to this video, leave your comments. Until then, peace!